Alright, can y'all hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Let me see. How do I share this crap? Shit. I got guests. I can invite guests. But that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's see. Private chat broadcasting. So there we go. Share? No? Okay. Anyway, this is called Remember Your Roots. And, when we talk about our roots, we're talking about like where we're from, like who we belong to, where we belong to, and stuff like that. I gotta put some stuff away here real quick. I'll be right here. I'll be right back. Just so anybody knows, I cannot hear you or see your comments off of Facebook. You might need to jump into StreamYard link there and allow them access to your Facebook so they can read your comments and send them through. Otherwise, you may have to jump into YouTube because it comes straight through from YouTube. Anyways, I'm gonna walk through the house and put on my hat and I'm gonna take a walk. All right, so here we go. The chair. What's up, bozo? So I'm locking up so I can take a walk over to the store and get some smokes and talk about my lesson tonight. Everybody's sleeping, so I'm not gonna wake them up being loud. But tonight's video is called "Remember Your Roots," which means to remember where the hell you come from, where you belong to, and who you belong to, like what family you belong to. And what I mean by this is like bloodlines, and that's what I'm going for with myself. What bloodline I belong to, and I kind of figured it out mostly. And it's not something I need to go talking about because people in my family get killed if we talk too much, but I'm not worried about that. I'm not making enough noise yet. But I don't know who you are, ZDR, but that's cool. Hey, bozo. hmm Nice choice of words. Bozo's a clown, Let's see, is anybody in the... Hey, Marin. I can, oh, shit. I got my hat tucked into my, this headband has speakers in it. Oh, are you closed? Chevron don't close. Hey, if it's open 24 hours, 7 days a week, why is there locks on the doors? Right. I need those ones right there. Those camels there with the 99 on them. Yeah, the red pack. No, that's it. What the hell? Where's my moolah? Don't tell me. Oh, there it is. Haha, I put it in the wrong spot. Yeah, that's a lot. How much? There's 20. Oh, I guess I could have gave you 2 5s, huh? It's all right. I get 2 5s back. Thank you. You too. So I bought everybody dinner tonight on my way home. I had to buy a cab in order to go through the Jack in the Box drive-through. Oh, I'm doing a live broadcast too. Yeah, so that's the only way I could get food that time of night. So I bought myself a cab and got me chicken strips with Jack's good spicy good sauce. So good. Curly fries, a strawberry shake, and then I got the guys at my roommate, I got him a couple of burgers, and a buddy at work a couple of burgers because we all live together. Well, all of us used to live together, but I'm glad you're at home. You're safe. That's good. I think I'm gonna go this way tonight. Or yeah. Ooh, look at that moon. Oh, well, I guess in Australia it's tomorrow morning already, or tomorrow afternoon. But the moon is like a nice little sliver tonight. I wonder if you can see it good this camera view. It's right. It's up there. No, this way. I'm pointing right at it. It's by that light. So we'll go a little closer. Or I'll switch my camera around like I did the other night. That was pretty cool. Camera. And we'll do the facing back. And then we'll, okay. It's up there, but God, I hate the city. City lights ruin everything. Like, when you try to, it's evening tomorrow, Tuesday? Okay. Yeah, it's Tuesday morning here, but it's tomorrow, it's tonight over there. That's crazy. 17 hours of difference. 16 to 17. You're in Adelaide, so that's like 16 and a fourth, I think. It is 2:57 here, a.m., Tuesday morning. So I'm speaking into the future. God, I hate those dogs on the corner. So we're here to remember our roots, all right? You see the first comment in the chat? It says, "Hey, Bozo." I don't know who that person, but they're funny. Anyway, we remember our roots, and what I mean by that is like where we came from. You know, like we can't really figure out where we're going unless we know where we came from. Like me, I'm part of Bloody Mary's bloodline, and John F. Kennedy, and Abraham Lincoln, and Daniel Boone. There's an astronaut from my family that a while ago, a pirate. Lots of famous people. I know who's not related to Elvis Presley though. But, I mean, I am. It's crazy. But we remember our roots, like the deeply embedded, like morals that we have, that we tend to go against sometimes when we're in a later, you know, because I'm sinning against myself. Like I look at a sin is no, I'm not related to Donald Trump. No way. God, I hope not. Jesus, I'd disown him. I would disown him if he was my family. God, I hope not. Jesus. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Drop your fresh pack of smokes. Anyways, so yeah. Done, like say I'm desperate for money or whatever, right? I don't want to do anything illegal or immoral to make this money. I want to do it as honest as possible. Like so I will do a little extra work to make it honest, you know. I will save money longer if I have to do that, you know what I'm saying? The people you were talking about are related to Donald Trump. Oh, are they? Oh well. Oh well. So he's related to Bloody Mary and John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln? And I don't know. I think he's just been misguided. You know, it's really what it is. You know, people say pit bulls are vicious dogs, but it's all about upbringing, how you train them. You know, and you know, a lot of politicians are groomed wrong, and like influenced, and money will make them do a lot of things. Like, it's not like that's why I say, like, money is not the root of evil. It's what people will do for money is what becomes evil. That's why, like, I don't really care for money all that much. If I got it, I got it. It comes and goes. It goes a lot faster than it comes. I work my butt off, and my paycheck's gone within a couple of days. And I just landed on a little payday this last week, or this weekend, and still have some of that. So I'm going to help a friend right now get into a room, because I don't want my friend to have to do anything against her will in order to make some money to make a room payment. So I'm doing my good deeds for the people I know, so I can, I can be the master domino that dominoes everybody into the same suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to start wildflowers down here. And the weather is very mild this summer. There's a way to sign up on a professional page on Facebook. Huh? It's the best way to make money, especially if you get subsidized by Facebook. What is? Oh, like scamming people or what? Would you like to come on the show right now? I would love to have some guests. We can just bullshit and talk about whatever. It don't matter. This is season 3, episode 3. I'm still working on the intro, but like this will be like episode 2.5, because like I already said that I would have the new video introduction made by the next show, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet because I was working all night. And right now I'll have a friend that needs help. So we're gonna see how far I walk every day. I've already walked like 4 blocks. Like behind me, we're coming up to this hill here. There's a car coming down the hill. There is a girl in Guatemala who has her page subsidized by Facebook. It's legit, and she doesn't scam people. Her name is Erica Derrickson. What does she do though? I have a professional page too. The page that's named after my channel is a creator professional page, but I don't know how to monetize that yet. Facebook wants me to have like 10,000 followers or some shit before I can monetize from them, but TikTok will let me do it right now. And if I make 200,000 followers, that's monetization, promotions, and that's 6 digits a month, basically. If you can become that well known, like, it takes a lot of dedication and a go-get-em attitude, and ever since I started doing this, that was part of my intentions, were to build a independent company from the ground up where I can stay away from censorships, and I'm not going to take Mr. Man's money for nothing. I will have reasonable rates and probably close to dang pocket change for rates, because I'm not all about making money. I'm about helping people, and I'm all about the content and all the fans. It's like, when I get on a roll, I get on a roll, and when I get that vibration back, it's gonna be wonderful. And It sucks being pushed down out of your wave, especially when you get caught in the undertow and you're down for a long time, almost drowned. You know, and that's the the toxicity of my relationship. It used to be my relationship. And I don't care what anybody says. You don't ignore people that you love. You know what I mean? Like, you do, because, you know, I love my family, but, you know, I don't talk to them all the time either. None of them are narcissists either, but, you know, we don't have a history of mental health in my family. But certain individuals can make you crazy, literally. Like, you can up your dose and they'll up the crazy, so you have to up your dose again, and then they'll up the crazy. And it's just like, it's a never-ending cycle. It's a lose-lose, because you can only stay calm for so long when you're around things that bother you. Those are called external triggers. They're external stressors. Like, I don't go around triggering myself like, fuck, shit, God, fuck you. I don't, you know, I'm not Tourette's or nothing. I don't go around triggering myself. I don't go around pissing myself off. Here, let me change the camera back around, so people can see me. Hey, facing front. There we go. Is that better? That's better! It looks like I'm laying sideways. Here we go. She saves local dogs there and has them dissexed in Sunana, Guatemala. Huh. Yo, so she runs like a non-profit organization type thing, and she rescues just dogs, or is it like strays? Because I used to do that too. I would rescue strays all the time. I rescued a little kitten 2 weeks ago. I was leaving work. It was one of the nights I worked till 11, and I got off and I was walking by a car dealership up on 4th Avenue here, busy road, and I'm actually walking along the highway. This is I-95. I-95 through the southwest corner of Arizona, and yeah, I rescued a little kitten. I was walking by this car dealership, and it comes running out from underneath this car, going meow, meow, yeah, meowing at me. And I was like, "Oh, you're so cute." It was light gray, kind of long-haired, but not. It was like probably like a tabby or something, but like the hair was like about this long on it. It was short with long poofs coming out of it. Light gray with like a dark gray face. It almost looked Siamese. It was so cute. I think I have a picture of it. I can post it up in the chat and Facebook, but not on YouTube. I can post it to my wall on YouTube because I pay for premium, which is $13 a month, and it helps content creators like get the messages out. Like, hey, I'm gonna drop a new video this week, you know, or tomorrow, and it allows people to post like social posts up on their YouTube, which is cool. That's what premium unlocks, that, and no ads. And then if you're a premium channel and you watch somebody else's channel, then that means they get extra points because a premium channel watched them and liked their shit. So then those other channels get extra points for the algorithm to identify them and boost their you know. I gotta do that too. I gotta encourage people to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button there for you get notified every time I go live. I never got into that habit of saying that because I'm not all about. I'd rather help more. For every soul saved, there's a million voices rejoicing in heaven for every soul.
So I would rather save souls than have money, to be honest. I don't need money. I have enough riches as it is within me that I share with so many people. My platter is never empty. And if it is, it's only for a moment. And then, you know, as long as there's no vultures around to pick my platter clean, then I'll always have something to give. And the vultures like to take everything good and leave all the bones. So, it's like, that's why I call the vampiric kind of people vultures sometimes, because that's what they are. They vulture your freaking goodness and all your energy by being mad or making you mad. And you spend more energy being pissed off than you do smiling. you know, uh, like smile for 5 minutes and then frown for 5 minutes. Which part's going to hurt more? The frowning hurts more because it's the neck and it's the bottom lip and it's the bottom jaw, like the skin part. It just looks gloomy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. Did you smoke weed? I did. I fucking did. But it's not illegal. And like, totally like, do you see a problem with me being stoned? I mean, it takes the edge off. It helps me relax. And the only people that have a problem and say that I'm all crazy and shit on weed is because they have a problem with it and they want to poke my buttons and be a buzzkill. That's nothing I can't stand more than somebody who's a buzzkill. A purposeful buzzkill, like intentionally fucking with you when you're trying to feel it and it's just ruining it for you. Erica Jackson on Facebook. She was really cool and is running the place nonprofit. Yep, it's just dogs, and she is in the process of having her house built there. Oh, that's cool. My cousin Jarrett and his wife, they just had a baby not too long ago, but they moved to it's out there off the coast of Florida. It's another island, not Cuba, but the little tiny one next to it. Oh shit. I was waiting there with the walk signal was going the whole time. I'm blabbing my lip. Oh God, where was that? Jesus criminy. I can't remember. Oh. See, I always do so much for so many people because I know where my roots are. My roots tie back to royalty and further, to be technical. I mean, I've traced my family lineage back to 9,000 BC, which is right after the fall of Atlantis in 10,000 BC. So one of the straggler tribes that managed to escape and escape the destruction and come to the Americas to re-inhabit and our tribes scattered all the artifacts, and hid them from the intruders. There's a lot of shit. It doesn't matter if it's, oh, that's fine. That's science fiction, isn't it? No, it's actually true. It's just, it sounds like the story because the way I'm explaining it. But that's really, if you really want to get technical, it's way worse than the Bible tells you. Way worse. It doesn't tell us that they came down here and like invaded. It says when the sons of God descended upon the earth and saw that the daughters of the earth were beautiful and what was it say? Youthful and fair, right? So they were pretty, or they were gorgeous or whatever, and very their limbic resonance was phenomenal. And they lusted over them, but really they weren't lusting, they were ravaging them. Ravaging them, raping them, making them have babies, forcing them to have babies. Yeah, not cool. And now check it out. If you want to get into it deep, so the Cloister Door plates, they are 560 million years of data that are in all. It's like the Emerald Tablets, but the Emerald Tablets were actually plagiarized from the CDT plates by Thoth, and he was entrusted with one of them, but he translated it, and obviously the one he translated was the one about Dementi and the Stargates down in Dementi. And like when we get to our roots, this is what I'm talking about. Like we get to our roots, we go down deep. You know, the limbs and the branches should spread up to the heavens, and the roots should be firmly planted in the earth like a tree. You know, you sway a little bit here and there, but you never break. You know, and like when I get angry anymore, I call it righteous rage, because there's so many fucking ignorant people that want to intentionally do harm, or any kind of harm, really. You know, when I say harm, I'm not talking physical pain or physical harm. I'm talking about like making fun of somebody is harmful, right? Poking fun is harmful, unless, you know, especially if the person doesn't like it. But if they're laughing when you're poking fun, if they're joking along with you, that's harmless when everybody's laughing. But when you're the stock of everybody's laughter and everybody's pokes, you know, when it's all about you all the time, that's abuse, you know, and that's what was the word? Harmful. And after you tell people, hey, knock it off, I don't like that, you know, I don't like that, please stop, and they keep doing it, now it's intentional because you warned them, you told them already, you know, like, does that make sense? I mean, that's a getting to your roots type of topic, you know, don't fucking bully people. You know, that should be an upbringing thing. Like, that's parents that don't spank their kids turn into bullies. I don't believe in not spanking my kids. I don't have any, but I would whoop their asses when they fucked up. Yeah, you're damn right I will. Don't spare the rod and spoil the child. No, whoop that kid's ass when he fucks up. He knows what he's doing. Damn. Unless they're like 2 or 3, but a 9-year-old or a 10-year-old knows better. I'm sorry, but unless they're completely like not there upstairs, then that's a different story. But you know by looking at people in the face if they knew they did it on purpose or not, really. You know, kids are so innocent, they can't really lie that well. You know, like, and if they are liars and good liars, then they learned from somebody that's a really good liar. And whether it's their friends at school influencing them, or, you know, their parent or parents, I got to do the plural because not every couple is a single couple these days, you know, broken up or whatever is what I mean. So I'm almost to 4th Avenue. That's 2 main roads from where I live. So, and that's, if you look on the map, the blocks, Avenue, so 4th Avenue, then it goes A, or Avenue A, and then Avenue B. That's like 2 miles about. I would say it's about a mile between each avenue. And so I came from B, A, 4, and then I go even further to go to work, another mile probably. So like 3-mile walk to work, 1.5 miles maybe, I don't know. I can't judge the distance very well when I'm walking because I don't have a tachometer on me, but I mean, I could count my steps with the pedometer, you know. I got this app called Coins, and it actually traces your steps, and it's like, it says always earning, and it's a Bitcoin miner type of game. Not a game, but it's like an app that you just like, you can walk and get paid, you can play games and get paid, you can drive and get paid, ride a bike and get paid. And it's not very much, but you know, as much as like somebody like me walks everywhere. So I could be walking to work and home every day and probably make like a good $10 a day walking. Which, I mean, that's not very much, but I mean, it's better than no cents a day walking. I mean, especially if you can like discover things like that can help you out financially without having to like sell your skin or whatever for it, you know. Like, I think that there's a lot of people misled in this world, and you know, I'm not against it, but I feel bad for those people that are in that kind of a lifestyle where they're like escorts, or you know, because they were influenced wrong, they were groomed that way, You know, somewhere along the line, somebody said it's okay to be a hooker. Somebody told them it was okay. And then instead of saying, no, it's not the way to go, there's other ways to make money than selling yourself. You know, I'm a big believer in that. It's like, I hear friends that are going through it and they need help. Well, you know, it's like, I don't want my friends going through hardships where they have to make choices that ultimately make them sin against themselves. You know, breaking a moral code of your own, or lying about who you are to yourself. Like, yeah, you know, that's why I'm so, like, I eventually speak out my actual truth of, like, you know, what I've hid from people or whatever. It eventually, I'm like, okay, I'll be on the topic, and it really just like, yeah, I used to be that way. I used to be that way, you know, like, now I'm just verbally that way. And it's like, it's hard, you know. My sister said on her TikTok this morning or whatever, I seen it this morning, and she said, she was kind of crying, and she said, you know, I have a problem. And she says, I have poison on the end of my lips or on the end of my tongue. And sometimes it comes out and it hurts people because I can't help it sometimes. And I told her, you know what, sis, we're not here to save anybody. You know, we're not here to save everybody. We are here to influence people in a positive direction and help solve, you know, problems that people may have with advice or telling stories, walking around, showing people the town or whatever. Here's a Starbucks. Starbucks. Oh, okay, check this out. Check this out really quick. Now, I want you to look at the symbol on this freaking thing. And it's from Seattle, Washington, the symbol. But that is a symbolism of a serpent goddess. All right. And so you're every time you buy a Starbucks, you're praising and honoring and worshiping that serpent goddess. Okay, because that's what the symbolisms are for. They are harvesting our energy. They're harvesting our money. They're harvesting. It's all about that. It's how fat can their pockets get? You know, shit. I want fat pockets, but I would share it with, you know, the poor, like I do all the time. You know, you really can't appreciate life until you've struggled. You know, when you've struggled and been beaten down by people, not physically, but, you know, in society. It's like people dogging on you or, you know, talking crap about you. There's a policeman over there. Can you see the lights? I can't zoom in. Oh, yes, I can. I can zoom in my screen. Oops. But it won't do the camera. I will look her up. Anybody who's watching on Facebook, hey, Marion, can you share this around for me, please? And like the video. And that's the only way to trick the algorithm into, you know, putting your stuff up on the top of the list so people watch it more by liking and sharing, you know, and then tell everybody else just to like it if they want and share it. I mean, even if they don't like it, it's like, I don't really want haters on my channel talking crap. Like Mr. Hey, Bozo up top. That was a hater, I'm sure. Jumping on, calling me names. Bozo. Yeah, fuck you, man. Get off my channel. He didn't last long. He noticed it didn't bother me. Okay, I gotta stop for a second. It's gonna be black screen for a minute because I have to give myself cancer for a second. Give myself cancer by smoking. Yeah, I know, I'm so horrible. Well, some people seem to think so. I'm so horrible. Mm-hmm. I'm horrible for calling shit out. Yep, I'm just the biggest piece of shit. Don't make me call things out. You know, I wasn't born yesterday, and I wasn't born last night. I was born 40 years ago in the middle of the night, but I think it was in the middle of the night. No, it was PM. Okay. 2:11 or 1:22 PM. That's like a master number, 22 and 11. Who's this? Oh, let's see. Download. What? Oh, is this gonna boot me off the internet? Okay, let's see. Oil, where's that at? Oil Hotel, Desert Grove, $53. That's not too bad. All right, call and make reservations. I can't do it because I'm on live. 4.3 miles from center of town. Damn. Hold on now. I might mute. Cannot record audio while in a call. I'm not in a call. Shit. Damn it. Shit. It's not bringing up my keyboard. All right, hold on. I have to lock out of that. No. It's not what I want. Thank you. Thank you. Go away. Thank you. All right. Here's an Arco. So back there, over that way, we have something called the TLCR place. It's we call it the center. We call it the center. It's the transitional learning center is where the addicts and stuff go. I'll go walk by it real quick. The recovering addicts and stuff hang out over here. Keeps them off the street. And they have a housing program. The end of the building here where the red light is, that's a Turtle Bay Cafe, and they at the TLC place they give you turtle bucks, which are paper like play money, and for participating in the little games and stuff that they play, and for each game you play, it's like $3, and for every point you make, it's like $1 or whatever, and then you can spend those turtle bucks over here at the cafe, and you can buy food with them, and it's not real money though, but you're doing things to earn that money that you can only spend it here at this place. And here's the sign right here. Living Center, yeah, Turtle Bay Cafe Living Center, and the cafe's on the end. Then we have a wash there, a wash mart, which is a laundromat basically. And then the transitional living center recovery is right here. They open at like 8 o'clock in the morning, but here's a transitional living center. Tortuga Recovery Community Center. I don't know where this motel is, so I'm gonna have to look on the map. Right here we got a karate store and another mini mart right here on the end. What are you doing? I can't. What the hell? Okay, I must have went into a dead zone or something. Sorry about that. I must have went into a dead zone because my phone just wigged out back there. Maybe I got blasted with an infrared ray or something and it jumbled my phone for a minute. I don't know. You never know, man. You talk about certain things and they get you from satellites and shit now. On top of light poles, there's little apparatuses up there that record audio. Like they listen for gunshots or tires squealing or screaming, and they can pinpoint the direction it came in. Um, there's cameras on the top of the intersections, just like England. We're like one of the biggest watched nations in the world, and we can point the finger at the CIA and the Secret Service and the FBI and the what is it, national security. You know, like they don't need to be. Well, they do need to be looking within the country since there's invaders on every front, on every continent. You know, damn punks are destroying everything. Morals first. First they do by desensitization. You know, like Call of Duty, that's desensitizing our kids to be comfortable with shooting a human. You know, something that simple. And then the adult world, we've got pornography, which is desensitizing men and women to, you know, like to be open about that kind of stuff. You know, and it's gross. It's a monster. You know, like who doesn't like watching it though? I mean, like, yeah, I've poked my nose in it a few times. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't like look at women as a piece of meat. It's what they want you to do. Or men, you know, if I was a woman, I wouldn't look at a man like a piece of meat either. It's just like where I've come from. I didn't watch my mom do that. I didn't watch my dad do that. So of course I'm not going to have that kind of a, you know, what do you call it? An outlook. You know, like I was spent a lot of the time when I was a kid at the babysitter's house or at Grandpa and Grandma's house. And Grandpa and Grandma were big Mormons. They went to church every Sunday up until Grandma passed away. And after that, the family fell apart and no more family reunions, no more Thanksgivings and Christmases with lots of food and everybody there. I think that was the last time I seen the whole family was Thanksgiving of my 17th year. Yeah. And she was young too, like in her 60s, I think, 70s, 60s or 70s. And Grandpa lived until he was 96. It was 2 years ago he passed away on November 6th or 2nd or something like that. I just got off the phone with him the month before and he was doing fine. And the next thing I know, I'm getting out of treatment and Grandpa died. And I seen him the year before, right before I moved down here. And I visited him one last time in the flesh. And I told him all my stories and read my journal to him, you know, and like all the experiences that I have wrote down in my journal. And he says to me, Christopher, he's like, yeah, he's like, you've definitely got some angels around you, my grandson. He's like, yeah, I felt them. And, you know, I was like, when I was in jail, I made a closing prayer. You know, I'm not really a big church person anymore, but I don't believe in a physical God. I believe in a creator or a higher power. There's the moon right there. The dot in the middle. You know, I believe in a higher power and like a higher self and you know, like my best potentials and blossoming into something great. You know, but you know, some people like to cut off all your good flowers and leave the dead ones there. And, you know, I like to break off my dead pieces and let the good ones grow, you know? And, like, I don't want to be backwards. I'm trying really hard. It like hurts my heart because my spiral is backwards right now and it's flipping back around. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so you're okay, hold on. I have to flip the camera back around and explain this with my hands because it's gonna make more sense when I do it this way. Okay. So your solar plexus is right here. And that's where I feel most empty, is right here. And it's because my vortex is not spinning in the proper direction from the negativity. All right. So it is felt within the solar plexus because that's where the energy enters and exits your center. Because it goes in and it comes back out. And it's like it comes out through the top, comes back around, and comes back in through the roots. Right? Just like a tree, absorbs from the ground up. And like, but we have a crown which absorbs from the top down. And you have to learn how to flow that energy through your body in order for it to, you know, create the correct Merkaba spin. Because, you know, it's like building your shield and armor, right? What you become aware of is now protecting you, right? It's like black magic doesn't work if you're aware of it, right? That's what the shield's all about. You're shielding yourself from these things by learning about them, and they no longer have an effect on you. So like once you learn somebody's, you know, talking to you, but they're talking to you in a way that it's bothering you because you can feel the draw of the dark side in it, right? And you learn about it. It's like when you learn about manipulation, you know it's manipulation because it's making you second guess yourself. It's making you do things you don't normally do. It, you know what I'm saying? That's what manipulation is about. It's about making you second guess and vulnerable and easily or easier controlled by the opposition. You know, and there's a lot of people that get placed in your life that are from the opposition that have been placed there, like on Total Recall, the original one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the blonde wife that he had on when he went to Recall. She was planted in his life by the opposing factions so that she could keep tabs on him and document his behavior and what he's doing and like stalk him, basically gang stalking him. And makes perfect sense. So I make references about shit all the time, and like people call me, what are you getting all religious? No, I make references. So nope, that's not the car dealership that I found the kitten at. This one right here, it's up here a little ways. But like, I'm very aware of the energies that surround me. I'm very aware of intentions by the way the context is laid. You know, you can put any number of words on a piece of paper, but they're not going to make sense unless you precisely line them up to make them mean something. But then those meanings of those words actually are magic because they are altering your perception when you read them. And they make you think. Like some words will trigger you to freak out. That's like not normal, right? Some words like, hey, nice shoes. And then somebody fucking starts wigging out or something, you know? Oh, it's suggestive programming. It's what what are the hypnotherapists and hypnotists, tongue twister, do that. They'll plant suggestive phrases while you're under. So when you come back to, they can test those suggestive phrases and see how well that their implant did. And that's kind of creepy. It's like, be careful when you get hypnotized or go to hypnotherapy because, you know, go in with a recorder and have it recording the whole time so you can listen to it later and then break the spell that they put on you. I don't trust anybody, you know, especially like if you're a poor person like me living in like the lower brackets of society because I don't make enough money. And, it's the way that the man keeps you down, taxes, the taxes that he taxes you for. So, pretty soon they're going to charge us to breathe and drink water, which they already do. But like they can't really do it to the air yet. But they're definitely intoxicating the air so we can breathe a little bit harder. Harder to breathe all the time. I'm always huffing and puffing, but I'm always walking around too. But there ain't no trees down here to make enough oxygen for the 20 million people in this state. Maybe they should invest in planting some trees like Florida. Some real trees, not palm trees, but leaf trees and evergreens, and try to bring this area back to life. With trees that would happen because they produce shade. It makes the air cooler. It allows for other plants to grow, and the temperatures are more mild or not so temperate. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to buy a piece of property down here, just like a $1,000 piece of property or $1,500 like half acre or whatever, and just plant stuff on it. Plant stuff on it, have a little oasis there, try to drill a well, but it'd probably be salt water. I'm sorry. This used to be ocean. I swear to God, it used to be ocean here. Back when Salt Lake blew up, it was a what do you call it? It was a super volcano like Yellowstone. When the Great Salt Lake was formed, way back like 500 million years ago or some shit, it blew, and the flow traveled southwest and came down the mountain range from Utah, Colorado area, and a little bit of Nevada, and it flowed down south and came out into the ocean by San Diego. If you look at the map and the geography of the way the land is laid, the ripples that come from Salt Lake all the way down south and then west to the ocean, right in San Diego in the Baja of California. You can see the ripples from the lava flowing, and it's crazy. It starts right there. I've examined it. My friend Juno up in Spokane was showing me this, the geography and the lifespan of the Earth and all the different cycles that it's went through. And it's at one point you can see where the volcano blew up and the land turned and the freaking lava flowed down through where I just explained. And it kind of makes sense when you look around at the geography here and the land and all the sand everywhere. And I mean, there's no black sand like volcanic sand, but there's sand everywhere down here. It's like you'll be lucky to find a yard with dirt in it. And that's like one of the reasons why like no plants will grow down here, hardly. Like you walk down the street, you see nothing but palm trees. There's a few bushes and trees with leaves on them here and there, but like if the state government would actually invest some money into planting some racers. Pew! That one car needs a tune-up. Image. Okay, you can stop sending me pictures now. I can't read them yet. Anyways, I might have to pause this and come back in like 5 minutes so I can call this motel and find out where they are. They're on 35th and I'm already down here on 20th. So I've walked 10 blocks already in like a little bit of time. I walk fast. Oh, Dee, I'm like a Stanford. Oh, here's the car dealership that I found the kitten in. And it was underneath this gray car right here. It was going underneath this one. The fourth car in from the end here. Right underneath this, I think it's a Jeep. No, it's an Audi. It was underneath this car. And I grabbed it up. All I went to it, and it came out all and lifted its tail up, and it went like this with its tail. It was all cute. And I picked it up by a scruff, and it just melted into my arms and went to sleep while I walked over to my buddies. And I gave the kitty to him because he's been wanting one. We were walking the canal one night, and there was a kitten down there that was a stray, but it ran from us. And then he went to try to catch it on his way home, and it ran from him. So I was like, I'll get you a cat, dude. And it wasn't like a week later, I found this kitten. So I was like, the heavens blessed me with catching this cat tonight. It didn't bite me or scratch me or nothing. It just like, it shivered and went to sleep, shivering. I was like, you don't need to be scared, baby. And I'm not going to hurt you the whole way. Reassuring it that I'm not going to hurt it, you know. So I love animals. And, animals love me too, and animals can tell a good character and like a good person, you know. And because if they're not, if they're leery of a person, they'll bark at them or growl at them or hiss at them and bat with their claws. If the person's got bad intentions or bad vibes, animals are the first ones to pick it up. Horses are really good at it. We had a horse that picked up one of our friends by the shoulder and smashed her down on the ground, and that friend ended up being a really like fucked up individual later in their life. So it was like, wow, the horse knew before it happened. It's crazy. Okay, where's this place? Tropicana Motel, Yuma Cabana, Hacienda. Nope. What do we got over there? It's yeah. I'm gonna have to leave for 5 minutes, but I'm gonna come right back. Okay. I'll just window out and see if I can come back to it really quick. Haha, it's back. Yeah, I just told her that get the room in the morning, and then I'll pay for it for the whole day, the whole night, and then half the day the next day. And that's a lot more time in the rooms where they can actually rest and whatnot, because this person's getting fucked over real bad, and I can't stand it. They're a friend of mine. We've never done anything. I'm honest. I don't have friends like that. I don't sleep around. I don't do that. I respect myself a little bit more than a lot of people respect themselves, and I'm not somebody that just jumps in the sack with any old girl just because she shows me a good time or happiness or compliments me. I was like, oh yes, you make me so wet. Come here. I'm not like that. I'm always like laughing about shit like that though, comments, and then I'm like, whatever, that's gross. But behind closed doors, no, I'm not even like that. It's self-degrading in a way, and it's degrading for the other person as well. It's like, yeah, I know everybody can be a little dirty and kinky, but there's a line to draw where it goes too far, and like I just can't force myself to do that to somebody or anything, unless like, as adults called consent. But I'm like, I don't make friends with females for that reason, is what I'm trying to say. I'm more respectful than that. I might run the streets and smoke pot here and there or whatever. Yeah, I don't care if she sees it and bitches me out for it either. I don't care anymore. My life, I'm a grown man. I should be able to do what I want as long as I'm not hurting or harming anybody. That's the way you should live. You're not hurting anyone. You're not involving anybody with your business. You're just doing it for yourself. Like me smoking weed. I'm not harming anybody. I'm not making anybody do it with me. I'm not introducing anybody to it. So I'm not making addicts running around out there, peer pressuring people to do it. I'm not like that. That was me being peer pressured when I was younger, and I gave in, and that's why I have these addictions. I was peer pressured, and now look at me. I'm doing good. I'm like, some people be like, what are you, high? You're out listening at night? Hey, yeah, stupid. I just got off work. 5 hours ago, but still. I'm used to staying up until 5:30 in the morning at work. So, I mean, like, really, I'm still at work basically for another hour and a half. So, yeah. How's them apples? You should. Oh, okay. Is any more comments coming through? So, like, what I was trying to say, like, I'm surprised that you're on Facebook and I can see your comments, Marin, because usually I don't see the Facebook comments. I've been telling everybody to jump on YouTube and get my channel and watch it there because I get those comments no problem. But I think you were on YouTube the other night, weren't you? Yeah. Oh, we just passed 1:11:11 on the time on the video. 1:11:11. Now it's at 1:12:03. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna mosey on back to the house and put my happy ass to bed because I'm about out of liquid. Oh, there's a Circle K up here. I can stop that. They're open 24 hours. Yeah. Yeah, see? Or did I go far enough? I believe I went far enough. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's the FedEx office right there. And Circle K is right on the other side. Sweet. Can go get some more soda or some water or something. Man, I really came up on some money this last week. Doing some trading with Bitcoins and stuff, and like it turned sour, so I backed out of it and fuck them guys. Fuck them people. Damn scammers. Try to scam me, so I scammed them. Fuck it. I'm not that stupid. I sensed it was going sour, then they started threatening me. And once they started threatening me and all that shit, I was like, nope, I'm done, dude. If you guys want to come spill blood over $800, come fucking get me. you know. Get some some AR fucking spray in your face. Not really. I'm just saying that's what I said to them though, to intimidate them back. I'm not gonna fucking bow down to nobody I don't know. Hell no. Ain't no pushover. Because of them, my account's all fucked up now. Because they wanted me to send too much back out. I've never done that shit before, so I'm like, what the hell's going on, really? And then I got some advice from a few people. I'm like, oh, really? That's kind of what it sounds like. So yeah, I backed out. I've changed my passwords and everything, and they were in it long enough to get my info, but I changed all the passwords, my emails that were linked to it, my phone number that's linked to it. All of it's been changed. Hopefully, they don't find it out, you know. But hackers and shit, you know, all they need is the phone number or name, you know, and they got you. And that's not the first time it's happened to me. So I should have known better, but sometimes when you need something, so like, yeah, I went against my own code by even doing that, trading with these people and then ripping them off on purpose. I don't do that shit, but I needed it. And they're obviously doing something fucked up to get it if they're offering you a cut out of it. So, you know, here, my cut's going to be $12.50, you know, you guys can fuck off. That's 4 times in a row that you froze my account because you wanted me to send out money right away and buy Bitcoin with it. Yeah, they're fucking trying to launder money, and I'm not fucking doing it no more. I have half a mind to turn them in, but I'm not a snitch. So, and that's on live video. You know, I swear if my paycheck gets missing on payday, I'm gonna turn them in though. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Their dirty money ain't worth my 5. No, their dirty money ain't worth my 700 or 800 that I'm gonna get. So, you know, like fucking, I want double or triple if they're gonna do that shit. You know, everybody does something corrupt, and mine just happened to be that one thing. It's like the most corrupt thing I've ever done in my life. Hey, I should be a politician. I'm fucking corrupt enough already. No, I'm not. I done touched up on everything but little boys and girls. Yep. I'm not nobody like that. Oh, hey, look, I found it. Oh, hell yeah. It's nickel and it's heads up, you. Woohoo. Huh. You can find a change everywhere in this town. I swear to God. My friend goes dumpster diving, like I was saying the other night, and she got like $7.50 or so out of the garbage, just out of change, and a dollar bill. Like, wow. I mean, that's somewhat of a hustle in a couple of hours, digging through somebody's old junk, and it's your treasure. You know, there wasn't nothing gross in it. We don't jump in those ones, but you know, the ones that have obviously like clothing in them or canned food, or you know, obvious like full bottles of like cases of water just thrown away. Like, wow, really? Morning. What am I getting here? Oh yeah. Damn, it smells like barf back there. Hey, can I just fill up my water jug? Yeah. I'm gonna dump that soda out. I don't really like Coca-Cola anyway. I'm not a big Coke fan. Nice little break. Oopsie. That was not cool. I'll clean up my mess. There's 2 ice cubes that fell. Okay, that's it. What the? Hey, water boy! Water sucks! Gatorade's better! That wasn't what I would do when I first moved here. It was way too hot for me. But now I can walk around with a bottle of water and be fine. acclimation. My first summer here, when I got locked up, and I got out 15 days later, and it was the middle of September or so, and it was still, thank you, it was still so hot that I went with somebody that I had met that did outside construction or landscaping work. And even though it was like the middle to end of September, it was still hotter than shit. I wasn't acclimated yet. And I worked my ass off all day for $60 and I almost died. Heat stroke. I was so spent already. Like, I was feeling it really bad. And like, I went pale. My legs hurt from the waist down to my tiptoes. And I had to stop every 100 feet or so and hide in the shade of the power poles because it was so hot and it's the only place there was shade, and I was freaking out. And I walked 16 blocks, well, from 8th to 19th, so 8 blocks in the hot ass sun to a friend's house, and ended up staying there for a couple of weeks. And that was hell. I caught heat stroke 2 times the first summer and then once the next summer. And I haven't been back to the hospital since. And like, it's nice and cool out right now. It's like 75. 75. Yeah, it was like 102 today. But with that being said, this summer has been so mild compared. Like right now, the wind blowing on me is cool, and it's usually like 80-degree wind this time of year. So, up, hear it? Meow. They're up here in this bush. Kitty, kitty, meow, meow. I can't see the little babies suffering, crying for their mamas. With the busy road right here, squishy, squishy. I used to see dead cats all the time. Felt bad for them. But there's so many of them down here. It's a no-kill state too, so they don't kill the strays. They relocate them or adopt them out, which is cool. I was scared I was gonna eat a burrito with one of them in it. The street taco places. I've heard some stories. Like, don't be eating some of them at a certain time of year because they are like chihuahuas and cats. Yeah. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, eat what you gotta eat sometimes, but welcome to America. I guess in like where you're from, they're making you guys eat bugs in some stuff. Like, what the fuck is what the hell is the government's damn problem? They're depleting the natural resources of the planet and giving us processed garbage to eat. It has no nutrients in it. No wonder we're living shorter lives and going bald and gray and wrinkly and irritable and barium and aluminum. That's right. That's what makes us irritable. And lithium. Hey, chem sprays. They do it all the time down here. There's another kitten over there at the store. Damn. That's 2 kittens now. Poor thing. It's just walking down the sidewalk, meowing, crying. Jeez. That's so sad. I can't stand the little babies though. When I can't. I mean, I didn't mean I can't stand them. I feel bad for them is what I mean. I can't stand hearing them crying because it's sad. There's so many of them down here. I'm gonna cut the corner. Oopsies. Well, I'm such a procrastinator. I'm indecisive right now if I want to end the video or not because I'm like having fun talking. I'm just having fun talking and walking. That's like what I'm used to doing. Like you said the other night in Washington when I made the videos, it was great because I would actually talk about things and I'd show you all stuff and I'd sit down by the river and talk about going inward with the creek going under into the ground. It was pretty neat. Self-awareness and all the noise, those videos I made down there at Riverfront Park, those are pretty cool. I wish that channel didn't get sabotaged. It's called Pinocchio Knows But a Real Live Boy now. The channel's still there, but somebody fucked up the password and the name. We could only guess who that was. That was admitted to me. I have the screenshot of that. Sorry what I did to your accounts. That was messed up of me. I'm sorry. Almost verbatim. I used to get apologized to all the time. What the fuck changed? Now it's me. Now it's me that has to grovel and beg and apologize. Nope. Not gonna do that shit. For what? Catching somebody in their fucking bullshit and calling it out and saying you ain't gonna be that way to me no more. It's just a fucking video and it's positive. I'm not hurting anybody. Oh, it might harm you because you're my muse right now because you're fucking with me. So I'm gonna call you out. That's probably why she did that. Oh, don't talk about me, Chris. You'll get in trouble. Yeah, because you don't want me to fucking call out your abuse, right? I don't abuse you. The fuck you don't. I'm telling you, you are. If it's making me pissed off the way you talk to me, of course it's abusive. Yeah, okay. What the fuck? People are so dumb, ignorant. No, it's intentional. It's all intentional because the day I left was like, well, the moment you start abusing me, I told her every time, that's abuse. That's abuse. Your name calling me is abusive. No, it's not. Oh, but it is when I do it to you. Why? Because I'm a man and you're a woman. What? You say more fucked up shit to me than I ever do to you. You're entitled to be because that's your gender. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody, but who was it that wanted equal rights and who was it that fought for that? Men fought for that, for women to have equal rights in America, but now they're going too far with the shit and they're trying to treat us like garbage and put all these ultimatums on us and stipulations and conditions and shit. We already build the roads. We already build the cities. We build all the houses y'all live in. Everybody lives in, and then we still have to perform our manly duties or husband duties, which would mean intimacy or whatever, procreation. That's like the only thing we're used for anymore is to fucking have kids with. And then people don't stay with you when they do. Hey, who's that over there? Hey, is that Steph? Nope, I guess not. At least fucking say something. Jesus, man. Fucking walk on by. I'm talking to you and you just fucking walk on by like you're deaf. Fucking stupid people. Fucking rude. Hey, who are you? And then people like that want to be the ones that walk around fucking scared at night. Don't walk around at night if you're too fucking scared to talk. Fucking dumbass. Don't give a shit. There's people that fucking go, we need to have men on fucking curfews because we're scared to walk around at night. You shouldn't be walking around at fucking night anyway, being a woman. There's a lot of predators out here. Unless you got a fucking death wish or a rape wish or something. There's a lot of fucked up people out here in the world. I'd rather educate somebody before they fucked up. Tell them what the hell will happen if you're out here at night by yourself. People should be lucky that I'm out here walking around because I'll fucking stop something like that from happening. And I don't, I yelled at that bitch back there because she was rude. I said, hey, who are you? Just keep on walking by. Maybe they had headphones on. I doubt it. So I yelled at them like, hey, well, whatever. I won't help you when you need help then. No. Even if I did see them in trouble in 1 second, if I turned around and seen somebody pick up and they were screaming, I would run down there to try to help them. even though they were rude to me. Of course, if I see danger, I'm like fucking He-Man, man. I'll come beat some heads up. Danger! I laugh in the face of danger. Not really. I'm more soft than that. I'm not that big of a hard ass. You know, I talk a big game. I do follow through with a lot of what I say, but there's things I say I would never do. You know, out of irritation, you're like, you need to be held underwater or something. That's just the feeling coming out. Like, you pissed me off so much, you know. It's good to hear me laughing again. Really, it's good to hear me laughing again to myself. Yeah, then people say, you just like to hear yourself talk. No, I don't. I fucking stutter so much sometimes. Just because, like, when you get confronted about things or somebody puts you down enough, it starts to wear off and it starts to actually break you down emotionally and mentally. Like, your self-esteem and your confidence all gets broke down, and then that's what their intentions are, to break you down to the point where you can't repair and have that smile on your face again and have confidence and, you know, a drive to do something at least. And that's what their goals are. That's what their intentions are. You know, that's what the lockdowns were about, to keep us all away from each other. You know, we are a social species and we need the interaction, even if it's like this, you know, but we need the socializing with other humans, you know, or half breeds, if that's non-hostile half breeds I'm talking about, you know, or half, you know, the angelic divas. And I believe I'm more holy than I am evil. I don't like pray every day or nothing, but like I keep myself in check pretty well. Like, you don't see me pilfering things or stealing or robbing or, you know, out on the prowl looking for my next victim like Jack the Ripper. I'm not like that. I'm just like, I'm appalled how anybody would even think those things of me. Oh, just because I relapsed, I'm a fucking horrible person. Ugh. No, educate yourself. There's people that can't handle those things, and that's why it fucks them up and they go off the deep end, because they can't handle it. They let the shit do them instead of them doing what they're doing. You know, mind over matter. Have control. Don't let it control you. You know, there's lots of factors that can be utilized when addicts pick up their weakness and they start, you know, indulging themselves on their weaknesses. Yeah, of course, you're gonna think all of them are that way. Just when you see a couple of them that are like that, and it ruins it for everybody else who actually is responsible, you know. And it's just appalling, because everybody has an addiction of something or another. You know, I would rather be addicted to doing this shit online than to ever smoke a cigarette again. If I could trade up, I would. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody's got something they're addicted to, whether it's bitching, shopping, on their phones, playing games, you know, cigarette smoking, alcohol, prescription drugs, you know, fucking anything is an addiction. Anything could be an addiction when it gets out of hand, you know, like right now, I'm being treated so horribly just with the silent treatment that it's an addiction to her now. It's something she's used to doing because she does it so well. It doesn't even faze her. And that's like, oh, I love you, Christopher. Good night. I'll see you in the morning. But then you're not going to say a damn word to me all goddamn day. Yeah, that's kind of abusive, I think. Who says that would be abusive? You know, this is the shit I was told not to talk about, but I'm to the point where I don't give a fuck. It's time to talk about it. I've been quiet long enough, and, you know, shit. And I was, oh, you're on Facebook again? Yeah, I was on Facebook once the other night, streaming live. I don't know who keeps sharing my fucking shit with her, but they can stop doing it. Like, I really don't care what she says or what she thinks about my positivity. You know, it might sound a little negative or irritated positivity, you know, but I don't get this way from anybody else's words but hers. and I don't know how to reverse it or make it better. I've tried everything. I've been nice. I've bought gifts. I fucking, speak your love language, which is buying gifts. If you can't know or figure out your partner's love language, then it's hard to show them love. Because if they're used to buying people gifts to show their appreciation or gratification or show their love to them, like, that's how she showed me and her kids. She always buys gifts and presents and stuff, and to make up for her shortcomings or whatever. And it's called the love language. If it's what they were shown when they were growing up, like daddy came home and bought her a fucking dolly a dolly or something, or something when she was a little girl. I don't know. That's usually how these conditions get placed upon us, is when we're growing up. And it's like, by the time we're adults, it's already so embedded within us that it's hard to break those childhood habits, And yeah, we're supposed to stay innocent and pure like a child in the heart, And tell that to the person giving you abuse and destroying your heart, though. Hey, we're supposed to stay innocent and pure. I don't give a fuck, because they're God. Ugh. No, well, all my friends think I'm funny anyway, so I don't care if they want to get mad at me for me being funny. Like, sorry, your life's dull and boring, and you can say you're happy and peaceful all you want, then quit fucking talking to me if that's what brings you down. But it ain't. It ain't me. Because some people are so bitter and allow everything to bother them because they can't control all of it, especially somebody else. And control yourself and your immediate little hellions that you made. So control that little family that you have, that you don't want a man in your life because he has structure and a backbone and he has moral pride, and he's not going to let people just get away with doing whatever like spoiled people do. I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised to, do whatever I want and get rewarded for everything I do. I got punished. I got caught smoking at 12 years old, and my mom laced the cigarettes with horsehair with like threading them in through the cigarette. And I didn't even notice, and I smoked them. She put like 12 horsehairs in each cigarette. Yep. And she grounded me from the fair that year, and I had to pick 5-gallon buckets of blackberries the whole summer. Mom made lots of pie that year. See how I made it into a joke then? Mom made lots of pie that year. It's not a big joke, but it's just something. It's like trying to make humor out of the experiences that I don't feel good about. Make humor out of it. Like shit. I ate a lot of blackberry pie that year. They were big blackberries too, like large table grape. I hope I don't lose this pack of smokes out of my pocket I just bought. I got so much shit in them, like my phone charger, that portable that I have, and then I don't know, fucking wallet, other things. Let me see. The biggest thing in my pocket is my portable charger. Things like a fucking size of a cell phone. This is my pack of smokes and my charger. It's a 20,000 mAh charger, so I can charge my phone like 4 times with it before it dies. And so that's like a really good thing that I got for myself. I got this headband that she got me for Christmas, which is really good. It acts as a sweatband, and it has speakers in it, so I can listen to music while I'm walking or whatever. I mean, I appreciate everything that has been gotten for me. I treat it nice. I treat it well and keep good care of it. And I don't break my shit. Like a lot of people break their stuff when they're mad or whatever. I don't do that, or break it all when their partner leaves them. I'm going to break all the shit you gave me then, biatch. And then just break it all, but then they feel bad later and they don't have it now. It's like, fuck. I stopped breaking shit when I was a kid. I'd take all my toy cars apart, all my radio controlled cars my dad would buy me, and I'd take them all apart to find out how they worked. They're like 5, 6 years old, using a little screwdriver on my cars, taking them apart, ripping the wires off so I can't fix it now. And Dad couldn't fix it at that point. It's like, I don't know where they went. You pulled off like 50 of them. Oh, man. Well, they don't work. It wasn't, the batteries were dead, buddy. Okay, I think I'm done for a little while. I'm gonna finish making my new intro video for this season. I have part of it started, and it's gonna be really good when I'm done. It's like you're flying through space and the planets are rising and the sun's rising up on the other side of the planets, and you're just like, it looks like you're flying over the top of them. By the way it zooms in, and it like looks like it's moving towards you, but they're actually just moving down as the sun comes up behind them. But it makes it, the way it looks is like you're flying over the top of them. And there's nice cool music that plays with it. And I'm just gonna have season 3 is Changes. This is the name of the season, and then each episode's gonna have a name. So I'm not trying to go just like off the top of my head with my episodes. I'm actually trying to plan them out. I want ideas from the viewers of topics that I could cover. I'll do anything. I don't care. You guys know I'm not afraid to talk about anything. I'm not asleep. I'm very woke. I don't discredit anything. I get discredited a lot with what I talk about or my knowledge. People discredit me all the time, but you know what? They don't fucking know. They don't know because they haven't done the proper research. They look up one thing, but they don't look it up again on a different site or again on another site. You get correlating evidence or correlating information in data. That's why I switched it from a conspiracy to controversy. Because with controversy, you have data on both opposing sides that has valid data, and it's up to the digester of that material to make their own decision on what way they're going to go with it. That's why I like controversy, because there's supportive evidence on both ends, and it's up to the reader to make their own conscious decision on the information they were given. So that's why I like saying controversy instead of conspiracy, because, oh, you say conspiracy, everybody's, oh, you're fucking crazy, man. But this is a controversial topic. There's opposing evidence on both sides for it and against it or whatever. So that keeps a lot of people at bay by saying controversy, because it's like kind of getting down to the roots a little bit. Like, here's the evidence where we came from. Like, I wanted to get really deep into the genetics video last season, but I didn't have enough data points. I had like 7 different sources that I used, and I shared it. I showed people all the pages. It's on my YouTube channel. That one I'm surprised didn't get more views because it was really good. I had the data points. I was reading off of the pages. I was sharing the links and really getting into it. Like, it just kind of sucks how somebody had to sabotage my success. Would you ever get successful? They'll use your past against you, and that's how it works. That's how it works with everything. Anything positive is always ridiculed, put down, put to shame. It's no longer sacred for you. It belongs to everybody now. And then they ruin it with monetizing everything and charging you to fucking be alive anymore. Shit. No wonder nobody can get ahead. If it was my choice, everybody would get like $5,000 a month. No taxes. No taxes at all, because there's enough revenue coming in now. We don't need taxes. There's enough revenue from all the big businesses and shit. They make their money. Trust me. We don't need to pay taxes anymore. That's for growing kingdoms and, building kingdoms and making your kingdom larger. You need taxes so you can expand. But when we're at maximum capacity, we don't have any more room to place people unless we go out into the sticks. And, there's actually a lot of space left on this rock. You know, it's just they show us all the populated areas and then show us like clear cut trees, but they're only showing us like 1,000 acres of clear cut instead of like 500 million acres of clear cut. You know, there's a big difference. And they show us these highly populated areas and then this dense, like killing off of all the cows and the animals and the trees and all that. And then they show you this is what happens with overpopulation. And I could make a video just like that and I could show everybody and brainwash them with the same shit that the government does. And I could show you exactly how they do it by putting clips and stuff together and presenting it to you like, what do you think? You know? It's like with the Bible. I think they took both books, the evil book and the good book, because I've read in one Bible where there's this tribe went over to that tribe and kidnapped a bunch of their women and drugged them back to their other camp and ravaged them. It's what I wrote. It's what I read in it. And then they would go back to the other camp and kill the men and take their supplies and, you know, their animals and shit. Like, it all goes back to the initial invasions that lots of civilizations have written about, but you know they've been hidden or lost or destroyed. And the Smithsonian and the Vatican hold probably 85% of all the artifacts and knowledge that has ever been found. You know, on the surface, but they haven't really explored in the ocean. There's lots down there to find. I know where Lemuria lays. I know where Atlantis lays. I know where's Al-Aqsa. Underneath the Solomon Temple is the word Al-Aqsa. It's not just a coincidence. They found Al-Aqsa underneath Solomon's Temple. That's like a demon or something. There's an artist I was introduced to called Immortal Technique, and he's a rapper from Brooklyn or from Harlem. And he's totally woke music. He's you think the Illuminati is just a fucking conspiracy theory? he's talking about people are dumb and they're sheeps and like pointing out all this shit that the government's covered up or lied about. And he's like, I should be dead already. He made a song 10 years ago that called out they're gonna ban abortions. And it was like 10, 15 years ago when that song was released. It's called something of death. Well, yeah, it's pretty deep shit that he talks about too. And that's the kind of hardcore rap I'm liking. Like the music, when it tells a story, it reveals things. It's not telling you to go out and get, you know, designer clothes and big body Benzes and bling bling money and all that, diamond rings and Gucci teeth. And, you know, I ain't down with that kind of music. You know, it's brainwashing, numbing, mush mind music, you know. And I like stuff. I'll listen to Tupac because it tells a story. I'll listen to Tech Nine because it tells a story. I'll listen to Tom McDonald and Chris Webby. They all tell stories with their music. You know, they're not mumble rapping. They're not talking about nonsense that is just like, yeah, they're independent. That's what I'm trying to do, is go independent with my information. Because I can't rap. I can write poems, but I want my information to be uncensored as well. So I'm like trying to stay off of Facebook because Zuckerberg's going to try to cancel me. I know it. They tried to cancel me before. All these fucking flagged accounts and shit. People flagging me because they're snowflakes and they can't handle the truth. They have weak spirits. You know, this ain't for the weak-hearted. That's for sure. It ain't for the weak-minded neither. And if anybody is weak-minded or weak-hearted, this isn't for them. So they always flag me because they get offended. Well, I'm not fucking here not to offend anybody. That's why I have a what is it called? A disclaimer. This channel, it's on my channel too. This channel may be offensive. It may present offensive material, explicit content, and viewer discretion is advised. So, you know, there's my disclaimer in this one at the end of it instead of the beginning. But who's watching? Is it still you, Marin? Is the sound working? I can't find my lighter. It must have fell out in my pocket. Oh shoot. Oh. Got it. A little left. No. Okay. I'm back to the house. I'm gonna get off of here. It's been an hour and 49 minutes. And I want to say farewell to everybody. Thanks for tuning in and staying with me the whole time. It's pretty nice. I'll talk to you guys later. Namaste. Keep your heads up. Maybe I'll do a meditative one later.